this because I guess it is kind of a big deal. We're trying to grow the channel here. This is Johnny Bean. You guys, what's up? It's Tuesday, and as you can see on your screen, I have a future giveaway prize on the channel here. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. So if you want to be in the running to win this eventually, I think we had said, at least the couple 100,000 subscriber mark. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube if you like guitars. I mean, this is the place you want to be, especially Tuesdays. I mean, it's called exclusively Van Halen. If you like Van Halen, I mean, this is definitely the place.
Look at all the people here tonight.
Yeah, we got people here. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. And we're going to talk some Van Halen tonight. So let's do this. By the way, speaking of giveaways, I've got a couple magazines. We'll give one away or two, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll try the old giveaway thing again. All right, you guys, this is exclusively Van Halen for Tuesday, November 28th, 2023, 8:07 p.m. Eastern, 5:07 Pacific. All right, here we go.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Bean TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!
Okay, there we go. I see eligible users for tonight's giveaway. Hey, what's up, dudes? Little different tonight.
Everybody.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Johnny Bean here. Ron Gunner, Fretworks Guitar Repair.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, Peggy, how you doing?
What's up, you guys? Hey, my name's Johnny Bean. If this is your first time here, we have a lot of new people here. I think over the past month, I think we've gained like 110 new subscribers just in the last 30 days. We have a lot of new people here, so I just want to say I'm Johnny Bean, and Tuesdays we talk all things Van Halen. I call this show exclusively Van Halen. We do Van Halen news. We do giveaways of Van Halen items. We talk trivia, we talk, the guitars, music, all that stuff. I call this OE81 Tuesdays here on Johnny Bean TV, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. And again, you saw that. Yeah, that's a guitar I've had for, since 1992, and I've decided to make it a giveaway prize on the channel here. So it'll be sometime in the future. But you must subscribe to the channel to be eligible for the giveaway, or all giveaways on the channel here. But tonight, we've got a couple magazines. Thank you again to Chris King, our friend from Facebook. He sent these in. A couple magazines here. We'll do one, or let's do both. Why not? Let's do both. So what we're gonna do, you guys, is we did a giveaway. What was it? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday night.
Saturday.
I think it was. So the way we're gonna run the giveaways from now on, I guess, is it's like a random number generator thing. So what happens is when I say go, and that'll be into the show, let's say like an hour and a half in, or close to the 2-hour mark, whatever we decide to do tonight. I'm going to say go, and you guys type numbers into the chat on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch. And let's just go ahead and say thank you to the top tier of our channel members here on YouTube. We have channel membership. If you'd like to help support the channel and support these shows, channel membership is an excellent way to help support. You get your name in green in the chat, like Music Therapy Laz. I see you in the chat, man. Let's see who else is here. Janice Lala, your name is in green in the chat. Michael B. Live, your name is in green. Ron, you're in green as well.
Yes, sir.
I see you guys. You guys are channel members. Top tier channel members are the executive producers, and you get your shout outs at the top of every talk show. And currently, your Sherman Callahan, 40 Grit, Michael B. Live, CC, Nova 9, Michael Smith, Music Therapy Laz, R. Habs, Warlag, Patty Dill, Fairfield Guitar Co., Majestic PB and J Cat, Guitarman 45, and Janice Lala. Top tier of channel members. Huh?
Every time I hear you say Nova 9, I think of the Beatles album, Number 9, Number 9, Number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever song that was, I don't remember. Tyler, yes, it is the Lambo Orange.
Oh, right on.
That's it.
Look at that. Is that a Schecter?
Yep.
That's one of the
whatever shredders, super shredders.
Yeah.
You got EMGs in it.
Cool.
Takes the battery in the back. I wish it had a Sustainiac. It doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I might put one of those in.
Mm-hmm. Well, why does it have the battery?
It's the EMGs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay, they're active. I see.
Yeah. There you go.
Cool. Yeah, I've played the Sustainer one, or a couple of them.
I think Laz's white one's a Sustainer in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Zach, Ryan, Bandit.
What's up, you guys? What's up? Welcome.
I ain't pink.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lambo Orange.
Yeah.
I did send you the pictures, though, the two pink ones I used to have.
Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, we'll check those out.
They are, what's that?
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Speaking of WhatsApp, you guys, if you want to get a hold of us, 415-952-3263 is the number, and that is connected to WhatsApp. So we can actually be WhatsApp friends. And I have a WhatsApp, what do you call it? I have a WhatsApp channel now. So if you would like to join that, you can. I forget how, but there's a way. Laz, how did you join my WhatsApp channel? I can't remember. Hey, Bandit Country, thank you for subscribing to the channel, man. Yeah, so we're on WhatsApp. We're actually everywhere there is. We're on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn. Let's see, Facebook. We're basically everywhere. There we go. Links are in the chat of if you'd like to follow us everywhere there is. Let's see. So we're live on YouTube, obviously. Oh yeah, we got channel membership. If you'd like to help support, Super Chats is a great way you can help support the channel. And here on this channel, Super Chats will change the color of the lights in what's called the Guitar War. So if you look behind me here, you see the guitars. Right here. Oh, yeah, you see a future prize. You must be subscribed to the channel. Actually, there's a lot of prizes in here. There's the Van Halen, Van Hagar box set. That's a prize. I think that Michael Anthony autograph, that might be a prize. There's different things here. Maybe a few more of those guitars. Prizes. There's prizes to be mailed out. But yeah, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can change those lights in real time. And your question or comment will be highlighted at the top of the YouTube chat. So that's YouTube. We're also live on Facebook, Johnny Bean Facebook page. Let's see, where is that? There it is. And we got Facebook stars where you can help support the channel over there. Speaking of Facebook, we're also live in the exclusively Van Halen group, 62,000 members. I should say almost 63,000. I need to update some of these cards. We're also live in the EVH Gear Fans Live group, EVH Gear Fans Live page, Johnny Bean TV group. We're also live on Twitch, finally. Thank you, Twitch. Twitch is awesome. And let's see. I already said that we're on Spotify, so you can listen to these shows on Spotify. You can actually watch these shows on Spotify as well. It's pretty cool. So we are a video podcast on Spotify now. It's very awesome. And let's see, one last thing here. More announcements. I'll be at the NAMM show starting January 25th, 2024. So if you want your exclusive NAMM coverage, because other channels will be bringing you this, you don't want that. You want this. If you want exclusive NAMM coverage, this is the place you want to be, starting January 25th, 2024. So make sure to tune in. Subscribe, because actually we're looking to get to 10,800 YouTube subscribers. We're very close. We're like 40 away. So very good. I just want to thank all of you guys for subscribing to the channel. Like I said, we have a lot of new people here. And it's just, it's great to do these shows for you guys.
I love it.
So, it's great, huh? It's fun.
Although I'm just temporary till Dane comes back.
Mm-hmm. Well, he won't be back. He won't be back for a while. I think he said he's gone for the winter. So I think maybe he'll be back in the summertime or something. Who knows? Hopefully, I'll see him at the NAMM show.
When the time changes back, you probably.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, hey, speaking of time, look at this. We're 12 minutes into this. Let's say hello. Let's say hello to some people. Hey, where's everybody watching from in the chat right now? Where are you guys watching? I'm in Santa Cruz. Ron, where are you?
Sadly, Ohio.
You're in Sadly, Ohio.
Where it's actually 26 degrees outside right now.
Oh my gosh. It's like a chilly 60 here.
Oh. 60 shorts, sandals, and
Yeah. Where are you guys? Let me see. Michael B. Live. You're a channel member. Channel members, they get like every month they get a free shout out right here. That's what Michael B just used. See, he's been a member for 20 months. Thank you so much, Michael B. Live. Listening and working on the studio. Hey, everybody. Good to see you, man. Let's see. Let's read some comments here. Carlos is saying, "What's up, Johnny? Enjoyed the Guitar Center trip yesterday." Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, well, a lot of times on Mondays and sometimes on Wednesdays, I go to Guitar Center, show you guys, what's going on in there, and then we just talk for like an hour or so. I ended up talking about being a musician and like releasing like music, how you release music, some of the steps you take to do that, some of the benefits of releasing music, some of the just different, some, from my
that was
experience.
good information.
It is. And we should talk more about that stuff on a future Saturday night show. I think that'll be cool. But Carlos, thank you so much, man. Let's see. Okay, we got Greasy Monkey Guitars. He's in Los Angeles. Bandit Country is in Wales, UK. Dwight Bailey, Flowood, Mississippi. Jeff Davidson is in his bedroom.
Too much information, Jeff.
Joey is in what? Van Halen? What? You're watching? Hey, you're on Twitch. Hey, look at that. We got matching what do you call it? Twitch avatars. Let's see. Hub is in Dallas, Texas. Carlos is in Ohio as well.
What section of Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
What section, Carlos?
How big is Ohio? I've never been there.
It's roughly about 280 miles across, I believe.
Okay,
So.
Cool. Holly is in Broklahoma. Oh my God. Let's see. Janice says it's 31 degrees. Ryan is in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Love Tennessee.
Good to see you, man. Yeah, I was in Nashville some months back. Had a great time. Actually, I did a lot of live vlogging, walking around. You guys, some of you guys were there. Ed says pizza and beer time. Blue Mox, Smoky Point, north of Seattle. It looks like. Let's see. Zach watching from. Jay Beebs, 16 degrees in Illinois. Alan Garber. Hey now. What's up, Alan? Good to see you, man. The Axe evening from Whitby. Is that California? Canada.
Paul
Carlos.
Bunyan Axe. Bellevue, Ohio.
Bellevue. Okay. Very cool. Houston, Texas is here. Alan. Stamford, Connecticut. Janice Lala. Majestic. Lake Stevens, Washington, where it's 36 degrees. Right on, dudes. Uncle Dude, Northern British Columbia. What's up? Scott, hey. What's up,
Captain
man?
Scott.
Good to see you, man. Keith H. is in Oregon. Right on, you guys. Right on, dudes. Oh, good. I like this. Okay. I see exactly how this new giveaway thing works. So basically, it counts everybody. I guess that everybody that's active in the chat. So it says we got 40 people watching, but we only got about 23 people active in the chat currently. So if you'd like to participate in tonight's giveaway, and again, let's do both of these. Let's do two of these. We got Guitar World. Yeah, we got the 50 greatest Van Halen songs of all time, Guitar World magazine. Right here. When was that? 2012. April 2012. So we're going to give that away. And this one's not even open. We have a September 2007 Guitar World magazine.
Wow.
Even has a DVD in there, or CD-ROM, I guess.
That's an old one.
So, yeah. Oh wow, I know that guy. I know this dude. I actually worked as a tech for this guy one time.
Have a channel ID?
No, his name's Marcus Henderson. He did some of the guitar playing for Guitar Hero. I worked as a tech for him 20 years ago when his band opened for In Excess.
When you were 9 years old?
Yeah. You guys don't even know this. I worked as a tech for this guy for a show opening for In Excess. He was the guitar player in the band that opened for In Excess. Yeah, and he apparently he did some of the guitars for Guitar Hero. Yeah, and he never paid me. Yeah, that's right. I haven't seen him since. Anyway, he's on this DVD right here. There we go. Actually, I fixed his guitars too. Like over 20 years ago, I fixed a few of his guitars. He brought them to my house. I remember. So yeah, I knew him a long time ago. Told you guys, I know people. I'm not just joking around. There you go. Anyway, giving this away tonight as well. That's funny. That's cool.
There should be interest on that pay now.
Yeah, maybe I'll get a hold. Maybe we'll get him on the show. You know, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah, he was in a band that opened up for In Excess. What was that called? Konocti Harbor? Yeah, it's one of the bigger. It's a resort in Napa, I think, Napa, California. Let's see. Okay, we got 45 watching, you guys. We got 26 eligible users for tonight's giveaway. So again, if you would like to participate in the giveaway, all you got to do is say hi in the chat. That's all you got, or let us know where you're watching from, whatever that is. That's all you got to do. Just say anything in the chat. Let's see.
Dan's
Dan.
in the hospital.
Yeah, lurking from the hospital. Just want to say hello, Dan. I hope everything's okay, man. Hope everything is good. Let's see. We got Nicholas. What's up, dude? Awesome strat, man. I like that. That's right. Anything. Yeah. Say anything in the chat. Look at this. We're getting subscribers left and right. Dreamliner, thank you for subscribing. Let's see. EVH Art Guitars, Fountain Hills, Arizona. Johnny Mac says, "Hey now." You guys are awesome. Cheech, thanks for your reply, Johnny. Hey man. Oh yeah, you sent me a text. I replied back. Yes, you're welcome, man. Yeah. So all you gotta do, just say anything in the chat. There we go. People are okay. That's how we do the giveaways. Okay, you have to say something in the chat, just anything. Even if you're just lurking, if you just want to watch the show. I know a lot of you guys watch these shows on like the TV set. Some of you guys use Roku, and you're watching this on the YouTube app. You know, I know about all this. I do all that too. So you know, bring out your phone, open up the go to the YouTube app, click on the video, and just say hi in the chat. That's all you got to do, and you'll be in the running for one of the magazines tonight. Van Halen magazines. Speaking of Van Halen magazines, these are both Guitar World, I just noticed. Speaking of Van Halen magazines, and speaking of Guitar World, I think it's Guitar World, right?
I think so.
I think Wolfgang Van Halen is featured on the newest issue of Guitar World magazine.
Is that the first one? First time?
Of just him? I'm not sure.
Because I wonder if he'll end up breaking his dad's record for the cover shot.
I don't know. We'll see. But check this out, you guys. How many of you guys have this in the chat? How many of you guys have this? It's an insane honor to be on the cover of the best of 2023 end of year issue of Guitar World. That's what it looks like. How many of you guys have this? I don't have it yet. I haven't seen it. But it looks like Wolfgang Van Halen, The Making of Mammoth 2, and the new Frankenstein Relics reviewed. That's cool. There you go. And he's holding one of the SA-126 guitars. Those guitars are cool, man. When we saw Wolfgang in Monterey, California, he played maybe 3 models, maybe 4 different ones. And
it looks like it was initially a 334 that they modified, or a 335 Gibson. Kind of.
Sort of, yeah. I think his main guitar was like a 335, a Gibson. And then people, a lot of people give him crap on the internet. I mean, it's the internet. People give me crap on the internet. I mean, it's the internet, I remember he was, when he first started playing the live shows, he was playing a Gibson 335, and people were like, "Hey, how come you're not playing, EVH guitars?" And they're, whatever. And behind the scenes, they'd been working on a signature model for quite a while. And then they announced them. And then Laz and myself, we went down to Monterey, California. We saw Mammoth play. And we were literally I don't think we were front row. We were like 2 people back or whatever.
The video you showed
but he was right there.
Yeah.
He was right there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me actually, I can show a second of that. If I can find it. Let's see. We're going to have to change brands here for a second.
I like the red.
It's not that one. Yeah. Let's see. When did I show that? Might have been. Oh, sorry. It says Friday night, but was it not? Wasn't that one? I do have the video in here somewhere because I did see it. Let's try. That one's red again. Okay, yeah. I'm not seeing the video. Oh, I remember. I think I uploaded it instead of had it within the brand. So we can't show it, but anyway, we were pretty much almost right in front, and he was playing the guitars, and actually I got photos right here. Let's see, that was just a couple months ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago,
I think. Here, I'll find a... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we were right in front. When was this? August 30th. So we were like right in front of the stage. And when they came out, yeah, we were like this far back, which I know it looks further on the photo, but for real, it was more like this, like that's how close we were. So you could see him playing the guitars. We got really good, look at the guitars and stuff. So, and then actually after the show, I was actually talking to his uncle, Patrick Bertinelli. I was talking to him, and we talked about some of that stuff. So it was very cool. So yeah, but anyway, congratulations, Wolfgang Van Halen, being on the cover of Guitar World and end of year issue. Oh yeah, let me look at the chat. Has anybody got that magazine? Let me look. I haven't even seen the chat. Does anybody have it? Holly says I don't have it yet. Jeff Davidson doesn't. Okay, maybe it's not out yet. Let's see what's up. Thimker, hey, there's 41 folks on YouTube. There's 46 people here on YouTube. You're alone in the Twitch chat. Yeah, that's okay though. That's all right. That's okay.
Hello.
Because Thimker _, what that does, like if you're like we have a guy on Facebook, Chris King. He watches us from Facebook. He's like the only guy over there. And the thing is, if you're the only one in there and you're chatting, that actually helps us from that page. So I know it may seem lonely over there, but you're actually helping us by being there and by saying stuff in the chat. And we can see your chat. We can see what you're saying. We can see the chat. So, oh, and you got the magazine that I sent you. Right on. Yeah, you had won a magazine recently.
So you can't win today.
Yeah, unfortunately, we like to say, a month between winners. Although I'm thinking using this other giveaway tool that we're going to use, I'm thinking it won't be as random because, okay, the way we're doing the giveaways, we're going to try it again tonight. We did this on Saturday night. We're going to try this again tonight. It's a random number generator. So what happens is I hit roll it, like I press a button, and it shows me the winning number in between, let's say 1 and 100. And so you guys have to put numbers in the chat, and obviously whoever picks the correct number wins. But I think it's more fair. I think. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, we'll try it again tonight.
This is really hard to figure this out to make it fair across for everybody. Mm-hmm. There's so many ways to do it, and you're trying to find the best one.
Yeah,
because Johnny wants to make sure it's fair.
Yeah, I want to make sure it's fair, and I mean, you guys don't want to see like a huge like thing behind me like that I spin with like, well maybe you do. This is going to turn into an actual game show at some point. We'll just be doing...
Peggy, come on down. You're the next contestant on Johnny B tonight.
Yeah, eventually this will be a game show, I think. It's a talk show now, podcast. Eventually it'll be a game show. And I told you guys, I'm giving everything away eventually.
Even the guitar more?
Probably, yeah. Everything. I'll be standing here in a potato sack with suspenders of guitar straps from Rocket Music Gear. Those light up straps. Remember those? I still got
you need a barrel
of those.
You got to get
still
got
it. Yeah, or a barrel. We'll be, eventually. That's right. That's right. All right, we got 55 watching. You guys are awesome. And again, say hi in the chat. Even if you don't want to talk, even whatever. If you want to participate in the giveaway, you must say at least something in the chat. Just type a period. Type a number 1. Type a VH. You know, I do this a lot of times, actually. Let's see. How do you do this? Here, no, it's opposite. A lot of times when I leave comments, I do this a lot of times, and it's pretty cool. See that? Type one of those. However I did that.
That stand for very high.
Yeah. Type one of those in the chat if you want, you know? There you go. Yeah, why not? Everybody, put VH in the chat. Put VH in the chat. We just got to get you guys to participate. It's all about audience participation around here. All right, we got 31 eligible users. That's cool. Go. So it's growing here. All right, so let's get to some more news. We talked about Wolfgang on the cover of the year-end 2023 Guitar World magazine. Let me check my other stuff here. Okay, I saw this, although we actually need to find... How did I find that?
Is there any more news on the Sammy Dave debacle for the tour versus a show or two?
I mean, mainly
I haven't heard anything.
Mainly, it's been about Joe Satriani and all those D-bags all over the internet that, you know, called him out and posted videos of them playing it, and you know, it was really lame. There was some of that, but other than that, as far as the actual tour, I haven't seen any updates. Of course, Satriani, I think he was just in Florida. I think he just played a show in Florida, I think on his own. Of course, he has a show coming. He has a tour coming up with Steve Vai, actually. And how come I'm not playing these? With so this guy right here.
Oh, hi. I see somebody.
Hey, this is Johnny. Can you hear me?
Johnny.
Hey. Hey, hey, good man. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Cool. that guy has a tour with this guy coming up.
Johnny. Hey, Johnny. I'm over here.
Huh? Where?
I'm over here. Over here, Johnny.
Where are you? Oh, there
hey,
you are.
Johnny, how you doing? This is Steve.
Steve, what's up, man?
Johnny.
Wait, it's repeating. There we go. That's pretty cool, man. I mean, look at that. I mean, just imagine like you know, being a huge, you know, Steve Vai fan and being a huge fan of his guitar, and him like he's basically showing me his guitar, right?
Johnny.
You know, I mean, look at that.
Hey, Johnny. I'm over here.
Flow 3.
I'm over here. Over here, Johnny. Hey,
That's
Johnny,
cool.
how you doing? This is Steve.
What's up, Steve?
Niley's supposed to do a couple of shows on that tour with him too.
Mm-hmm.
Couple
Cool.
Stuff.
That's cool. Sounded like he was on an airplane or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. And there is more to that video. There's at least a couple more minutes of that. I only used that one section. Maybe I'll upload the rest at some point. Basically, he was talking to me and saying cool stuff. So maybe I'll do that. But anyway, one of his former lead singers, David Lee Roth, has apparently there's a new book coming out on Roth, and if I can find where I saw that, we can talk about it. Where? Let's see. I took a photo of it. Oh yeah, right here. Blabbermouth is reporting how David Lee Roth changed the world. New book due in January. Let's find this.
As long as he's not like Gene Simmons, where he He told Eddie to put the leather on the blue jeans and all this stuff.
Well, according to Roth, he was the one that told him to paint the stripes on the guitar. I don't know if you knew that. He actually did say that when he took over for Howard Stern
on
the radio.
Well, no, on the Charvel gang, the original Charvel gang.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne Charvel. Yeah, Wayne says that Eddie got the idea from the beginning of the Outer Limits TV show. He said that's what Eddie told him. So
that's cool. That's pretty cool. Let me see. Here we go. Okay. All right. I found this, although this website has a lot of pop-ups. Okay. I found it though. Here, let's present this. There's so many stories out there because at one point Edward said that he didn't even know why he even painted the guitar like that. He just did it. Just thought it looked cool. David Lee Roth did say on his radio show that it was his idea for him to stripe it up. And then there was a band that used to play like the Whiskey around the same time they did, where the guitar player had a striped up Les Paul. And so people are always posting that photo saying this is where Eddie got the idea. I don't know if which is the truth. And, after so many years, that stuff becomes legends and people, hear things different ways. And so who really knows?
I like when Carl Sandoval was saying, he worked on like 80% of the black and yellow one. And when they gave it to Eddie, it was nice and pristine. And Eddie came back 2 weeks later and it was like laying on top of screws and bolts and all scratched up and beat to hell and back within 2 weeks. Surprised Dave ain't selling those shoes.
He might be. Winter snow boots. 50% off, you guys. Okay, How David Lee Roth Changed the World. New book due in January. So let's check some of this out. Backbeat Books has set January 1st, 2024 release date for David Lee Roth for DLR book How David Lee Roth Changed the World by Darren Palteritz. Okay, I know who Darren is. Right. Okay. Book description. Let's see. What do you do after leaving one of the world's biggest bands? If you're David Lee Roth, you write a memoir, become a radio host, sell a screenplay to a major studio, get certified as an EMT, play Vegas, become a certified helicopter pilot.
I don't know if I want to ride with him.
And put out bluegrass versions of your biggest hits and learn a few languages. And then you rejoin Van Halen on a reunion tour. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. Let's keep going. I just don't want to get this video in here. There we go. Encompassing the highs and lows of a truly unusual career, DLR book is an intimate look at the force of nature that is David Lee Roth, from his start with Van Halen to his highly publicized departure from the band and his triumphant return. Drawn on nearly 100 exclusive interviews, author Darren Palteritz delves into Diamond Dave's many extracurricular activities, including his unclassifiable video series, The Roth Show. Did you see a lot of those?
No.
The Roth shows?
No, I didn't see any of them.
You didn't see any of those?
No.
They were kind of like video. They were kind of like this. They were like video podcasts.
Okay.
And they were put up as podcasts, and I think a friend of mine actually might have worked on them. Let's see. The rise and fall of his syndicated radio program and his line of tattoo skincare products. Included, do you have any tattoos?
Me? No. No, ink on skin. I just don't get it.
I've never had any. People, when I was in junior high, everybody was like, "Are you going to get a Van Halen tattoo?" It's been 10 years since I graduated high school. Still don't have one. Still don't have any tattoos. Maybe I'll get a Ned tattoo at some point. Let's see. By the way, we do have Ned T-shirts down below in the description of this YouTube video. You can get a T-shirt with my cat on it. Let's see. Where were we? Included are conversations with some of Roth's most popular collaborators. Among them, Steve Vai. Here, we do need to kill some time. Where I do have this. Oh, there it is. Including Steve Vai, who we saw saying hi to me, and it also included Billy Sheehan. Hey, this is Billy Sheehan. You're watching Johnny Bean TV.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Hola, amigos. This is your bass player, Billy Sheehan. You're watching me right here on my dear friend, John. It went away.
Oh, no.
Johnny Bean. We do radio IDs all the time, but if it's not written down, even if the guy is standing right there, it's a weird mental problem.
You said we're dear friends,
Johnny
but then you couldn't remember my name.
Dear friend, what's it?
Who is that?
No, it's a weird thing. Whenever we do radio IDs or TV things, if it's not written down, you're lost. It's hilarious. But Johnny B, come on, here we go. Let's do take two. I'll get it this time, I swear to God.
All right. Ready.
All right. Hola, amigos. This is Billy Sheehan, your bass player, here with my dear friend, Johnny Bean. I never forget this guy. He's been so wonderful for me. Let me do take three, sorry.
Thank you, Billy.
I overdid it now. Here we go. Hola, amigos. This is Billy Sheehan, your bass player, saying hello to you from the fabulous Johnny Bean Show. And thank you for having me on, Johnny. And I hope I see you all around. New Talus is out. New Winery Dog's coming. Gracias.
Billy Sheehan. That channel ID gets better and better, like the longer it plays. Do you notice that? He remembers my name. He says the show's fabulous, which it
Hola,
is.
amigos.
That channel ID gets better and better. Let's see. Who else is included in that? Greg Bissonette.
Hey, it's Greg Bissonette. You're watching Johnny Bean TV.
There we go. Greg Bissonette. Travis Tritt. I don't have a channel ID from him yet. John 5. And Corns Ray. How do you pronounce his last name?
Luzier.
Luzier.
Yep.
And contributions from figures included by Roth, including Jason Aldean, Billy Corrigan, Butch Vig, one of my favorite drummers. Do you guys know the band Butch Vig is in?
Nope.
Any of you guys know? Most of you probably won't know. Some of you will, though. What band does Butch play drums for? One of my favorite bands. Let's see if any of you guys can get that.
Taylor Swift?
No. There, Majestic. You got it. Yeah, Garbage. Butch Vig.
That's just trashy.
Yeah. You've heard Garbage, right?
Yes.
You know, I'm Only Happy When It Rains, Stupid Girl, Paranoid, all those songs. There. Oh,
Dora don't look bad for being in her 60s.
Mm-hmm. And legendary sumo wrestler. How do you pronounce his name?
Kanishiki?
Kanishiki?
Yeah.
Okay.
Konnichiwa means hello or good morning.
Good
I
morning.
worked for a Japanese
guys.
company for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to literally say Konnichiwa every morning to them.
Mm-hmm. Filled with photographs never published in book form, including exclusive photography from lit bassist Kevin. I know Kevin. What? I know him. I met him at the NAMM show one year. And introduction by WWE Hall of Fame inductee Diamond Dallas Page. DLR book. I'm looking forward to this, man. I'm gonna have to learn how to read this book. Although I'm reading this right now for you guys. Oh, that's obvious. I can't read.
There's a band I haven't heard in a while. They might be Giants.
Mm-hmm.
TNT, Knights of New Thunder, Loudness. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so there you go. So a David Lee Roth book coming up from Backbeat Books. I'm looking forward to this, man. What do you guys think? There we go. There we go, right there. How David Lee Roth Changed the World. New book due in January. We'll be talking more about this. This is cool, you guys.
He looked pissed.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a still from when he was doing from his video casts. As you can see, he's wearing a little microphone there. Yeah. That's cool. All right. So there you go. New David Lee Roth book.
He was one of the greatest showmen out there.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of I hear that I hear that every day, because you guys know I run the second biggest Van Halen group on Facebook. Every day in there, people are saying, I hear that all the time. He's the greatest frontman, showman.
Yep.
I'm going to ask you, why was he the greatest showman?
Because he didn't just stand there. And a complete contrast. I'm also a big fan of Ozzy. Ozzy basically stands there, puts the microphone in the stand, and then 5 seconds later takes it back out, and basically stands there. And you know, especially when he got older. But I mean, he just used to jump around and clap, and that was it, and throw water on the crowd. Dave, on the other hand, used the entire stage, put out 150%, and got the crowd participation always. Mm-hmm. And he was one of the great. He was not the greatest singer, I admit that, but he was the greatest frontman you can ever see, as far as getting the band, getting the crowd into the show. He was a master at that.
Mm-hmm. And you think he got better as time went on, like every tour?
Yeah. Because I saw the Eat 'Em and Smile tour in Pittsburgh, and then I saw one other one after that, and it was just, you know, I don't know, in the 90s, you know, when he started getting older, because obviously if you watch the Jimmy Kimmel Live, where he wasn't half of what he used to be, but during that early 80s, or just say the 80s in general, because Eat 'Em and Smile was what, 87?
86,
86, okay.
87. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, to say the 80s, he was, you know, all front men should be judged against him. Again, not for singing, just for bringing the crowd into the show and making the show more than it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, you know, I'll always say that. I mean, I've said that for years, and I admit he's not the greatest singer. He wasn't, but his antics, and I'm just telling. Well, see, you never got to see him other than on that Donington thing, right?
As far as no, I was a huge Van Halen memorabilia collector throughout. Well, I got into Van Halen really in like 85, 86.
Okay.
So from that point until, well, I mean, still today, I still collect stuff, but I would say throughout, let's say till the year 2000, let's say.
Okay.
So 86 to 2000, I was like Van Halen. Everything there was, I would get, I would buy. Like I would collect, you know, the magazines, and even before the internet, I would search through. There was a newspaper called Record Collector. I would search through all that. I would order, you know, import CDs, you know, bootlegs, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I still have a huge collection of Van Halen bootlegs. A lot of stuff that's not on YouTube, you know. So I've seen, you know, the classic Van Halen videos as far as whatever's out there. I'll say though, when I saw the somebody had cleaned up the 79 Super 8 footage. If you've seen that stuff, somebody cleaned up some of that, and because a lot of that stuff, it was kind of chopped up and whatever, and the stuff that was available in the when I got it in '94 originally, those VHS tapes, the quality wasn't very good, and still it was awesome to see, but the quality was choppy and it was kind of like actually no, I don't know, it was just
When I saw the Eat 'em and Smile tour, he like came across the crowd on a surfboard, overhead, and then he disappeared. And when they did their solos, Steve and Billy and even Greg, all of a sudden the one of those high lift type scissor jack high lifts came out, and he stopped, like I could touch the scissor jack. That's how close he was, and he just went straight up in the air. So he was, like 60 feet in the air above the crowd, right in the middle of the arena.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just all over the place, man. And he was just, he got you. If you went there, I don't know why you'd go to a show like that upset or mad, but by the time he started his stuff, you were, whatever was made you angry or sad, you forgot about, and you were clapping and yelling. And he was able to pull that out of people. And that's why I say he was, probably the greatest frontman there ever was. And frontman / showman, whatever, because that's what he put on the show. But he did it all the time. Now, I think in the late 70s, he was just learning, experimenting, trying what to do. It wasn't until like 81 through 88 that he had it nailed.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like that little learning curve. Then when he got it, he found out what worked, and he was a master of it. Mm-hmm. Then, like all of us, we all got older. I mean, I was just thinking the last show I played with my band was 30 years ago this year.
Oh, wow.
It was August or October. October 3rd was 30 years since the last show I played live. So
30 years.
Yeah, that's a year older than you.
Great Scott. 30 years.
Yeah. And, and you look at that and I was 28 then. Of course he's older than me, but as you get older, you can't do that stuff anymore. But I would say from 81 to 88, he was the king as far as bringing the crowd, getting them involved, and getting everybody into it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, I remember first the 79 Super 8s, those videos, when somebody cleaned them up, like whoever had them originally, they doctored them up and kind of released them with like a watermark and whatever. And they're out there. You guys have seen them. When I first saw those cleaned up, and this is maybe a couple years ago, maybe a few years ago now, when I saw those, I'm like, wow. I mean, I totally understand when you guys say, hey, David Lee Roth, classic Van Halen, the energy, seeing, a video like that, I totally get it. And then, of course, seeing that Donington 84 video that somehow got around.
I mean, even at the US Festival, he was just, I'm telling you, he was the king of getting you that. Although he didn't do as much as the US Festival as he did later on. But I'm just going to say, I think he was the king of that. I mean, he could bring it out of people and get the crowd going, which is what you want, obviously. Mm-hmm. And, that was, it was, I don't know. In Pittsburgh, he's like, I think I see 57 breasts out there. And Steve's like, 57? He goes, well, It was just, some of it, I'm sure he did over and over again, but some of it, you could tell it was just spur of the moment stuff. And it was funny because that's when you would see the other band members be like, oh, because he said something different. But I think he found what worked and he stuck with it, and it did work. Mm-hmm. And it overshadowed. It made him, because if you just had to rely on his voice, I don't think he would have been as popular as he is. But he had to look for all the girls. He had the showmanship to get everybody involved, and he had one of the best guitar players in the world behind him. So it was a win-win for everybody. Mm-hmm. And that more than made up for the killer vocal talents that he did not have.
Right. Yeah.
So anyhow,
I mean,
that's my sense. You asked.
yeah. Yeah. I know. I mean, a lot of people just say, he wasn't the greatest singer or whatever. And I know
Well, I don't think he wasn't bad.
People will disagree with that.
Yeah.
On the albums, I mean, he was definitely better on the records.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but the live stuff depends on the year, depends on the tour, I guess. And again, the only time I ever saw him live was the reunion tours of 2007,
Yeah.
07, 08, 12, and 15. Those are the only times I ever saw David Lee Roth.
He was in his late 50s then. I can't go out and do what I did 30 years ago. I could one time, then I'd be in the hospital.
Well, I mean, yeah. But yeah, that Donington video, man, that thing's incredible.
Well, that's what when we were in the studio and him and Steve Vai showed up at the studio. I was like, I wanted him to sing. Hey, sing the song for us. Sing one of my songs. And then you're playing the solo, and Steve's like, "Hey, you can do better, huh?" Turn around. Then you're like, "Oh shit." So, but yeah, I mean, so it was just Dave was at least back then he was very fun. I don't think they portrayed him right in the Motley Crue movie, The Dirt.
I never saw that.
Don't waste your time. It's all a bunch of lies anyhow. But
most of those documentaries are kind of strange. There was a Van Halen one too, wasn't there?
I don't know. You'd be the guy to know.
Wasn't there, you guys? Wasn't there some Van Halen documentary that came out some years back, and everybody was like, "Oh, that was horrible." I actually never saw it because people said it was so bad. Maybe I should have looked at it. Do you guys remember what I'm talking about? Like a few years ago?
Well, if it's anything like the Dirt was just Nicky's vision of how he wants you to think Motley Crue happened.
I think it was the same.
But they had David Lee Roth in that. Well, it wasn't really him, obviously.
Yeah.
But they portrayed him sitting on the couch just doing lines of coke and a mirror breaking over his head. And it was like, what? So who knows? I mean, there's the big depending on who you talk to, where Ozzy snorts a line of live ants walking across the thing.
Oh my gosh!
He says he did it, but he was drunk. He doesn't remember. The guys in Motley Crue said he did, except for Mick. Mick said he did not do that. So who knows? But Dave was just he knew how to get you going, and that's what you need in a frontman. If you're going to play live, you need someone who's going to get the participation, going to get the crowd, and leave them wanting more. That's the biggest thing. That's one thing I always preached, when we were playing. Let's just not finish it. Say, okay, bye, see you later. Let's leave on a high note. Say, hey, when you guys coming back, we want more. That was one of my steadfast rules. Because I was the one that actually formed the band. So like we'd leave on a high note, wanting to come back or wanting us to come back, one of the two. Of course, we didn't have all this stuff. We didn't have Facebook and all this stuff. It'd been so much easier then than it was. We were still running around stapling flyers up, and our bass player was a 5-year art major, so he did all the silk screening of our shirts and all that stuff. We had to do everything. It just, now it'd be, you get on Facebook, click, here you go. Here's links, listen to the music, watch the videos. You didn't have that luxury then.
Yeah.
Peggy, yes, Ozzy bit the head off a bat on stage, but he did it by accident. I know that sounds weird, but he had gotten the idea to throw raw meat at the crowd out of a catapult.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that's what they were doing. And then people would throw stuff back up on stage. and someone threw a live bat. Well, he thought it was a rubber bat, so he picked it up, bit the head off of it, and then quickly found out it was live. So he ended up getting. He finished the show. He took him to the hospital, and he had to get for 7 or 10 days rabies shots in the stomach.
Yeah.
And it's a series of them each time. And he's like, if you think I would have done that on purpose, then you were more high than I was.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, that's what he said. It was an accident. Now he did bite the dove, a head off a dove on purpose, but he was drunk when he did it.
Uh-huh. Well, obviously.
When
most people?
When they were going to talk to the first record company besides Jet Records, Sharon thought that they would have doves, and she wanted Ozzy to make an impression. So her and Ozzy went into the room with all the record execs, and the initial thing was to Ozzy just let go of these doves and let them fly around the room. Well, he walked in and he just grabbed and bit the head off of it. The blood running down, and one lady passed out, and they got escorted out by the security. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But he left the impression, so that's what.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what you had to do back then with stuff like that. Wow. Dang. Let's see. Peggy says you never heard the whole story. Yeah. I've heard some of that stuff, but, rock history, there's a lot of stuff that, again, becomes legends and kind of maybe wasn't exactly like Van Halen's guitar. Like, how did the stripes end up on there? Maybe we'll never really know what that is.
If you think there's Wayne Charvel saying, Eddie told me this is how he got the idea, and they even show in the document, they show the beginning to the Outer Limits where it's a bunch of lines and squiggly lines going like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's the one that built the guitar initially. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm talking about the black and yellow one, the Bumblebee. Now the red and white one. Well, the white and black one end up being the red and white and black one, right?
The Bumblebee. Well, he didn't even build the Bumblebee.
No, yeah, Well, if you watch that documentary, the original Charvel gang, Carl. Oh my God, Sandoval. Yeah. I got the
Carl.
He said he did about 80% of that guitar. He did the fretwork and all that stuff on it for Eddie. And he said, when they did the paint job, they wanted it to look pristine and perfect, and so so there's that. But again, Wayne saying that Eddie said he got the idea from that. Dave saying he didn't. That's not how he got it. So who knows? Then you got people saying he copied that Gibson. So. Yeah, it's stuff that's out there that you never really know, and and unfortunately we can't ask Ed. Hey, what actually made you do that, or why did you pick those colors? I mean, it could be very simple. It's funny because you watch some of these people now, they're like, oh my God, I have to have that exact shade of red, that exact shade of white, this shade of black. He used those for a reason. The reason might be that's all he had around him. That's why he used them. You don't know. So didn't the white one become the red one?
I don't know. No, yes,
because I remember watching.
There we go. That's awesome.
Yeah, I remember watching an interview with him just on YouTube. It was him and Alex, I think, sitting there, and he said he wished he never would have painted red on. He would have kept it white and black.
Yeah.
So that's why I figured that was the one, unless he had a different one.
Yeah. No. And again, you guys, before you guys get all bent out of shape, yeah, these are the EVH versions of these. These are not the actual guitars. So the striping on these are slightly, different. These are made to be tributes to the original guitars. Okay. But the black and white guitar right there, that's the original one. And then the Bumblebee, he didn't paint it. The company had painted it, and
Charvel.
They gave it to him, Charvel. But if you look, the painting, the black and yellow, the striping is very similar to the black and white.
Mm-hmm.
There's just some extra things here and there, and obviously there's no pick guard. So, but again, it's very similar. Like you look at that top horn, and it's very close. The stripes on the body of the guitar, on the left, right there. But as far as the black and white and the red, black and white, yes, that was or is the exact same guitar, same striping. And then what happened was companies were making black and white striped guitars and selling them. And so what he did was, for the second tour, he repainted the guitar, meaning I think he added some more stripes to it, and he painted red over it, did a top coat of red. Of course, took the pickguard, cut the pickguard off, added a dummy pickup, the Strat pickup.
Lightweight switch.
Put a switch in the middle right there. Although early on he did have another pickup in there. He had 3 pickups. He had a Telecaster pickup. I believe it was upside down, actually. So you can see photos of that. But as far as the guitar, what it became, the red, black, and white, that's it right there. Like currently, as far as the last time anybody saw it, that's what it looked like. The real one. Again, This is the EVH. These are all EVH versions, which you can buy. So that's really right there. That's like the 3 like classic designs most people want.
And my favorite one's the black and yellow.
The Bumblebee.
Yeah. Well, but I'm a Steelers fan too, so that matches the Steelers also.
Those are their colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my Hummer's yellow. It's a combination yellow with black black. The wheels are black and everything's blacked out on it. The windows are as black as that pick guard. So
that's cool.
So it kind of black and yellow is kind of my thing. It always has been.
Right on. Yeah. Yeah. I've always liked the the red, black, and white has always been the cool thing to me. But Blue Mox is saying, Johnny, do you have a red, black, and white? I do.
Yeah, I'm trying to trade it.
I do. Yeah. Let me see. But I've always liked the red, black, and white myself. I mean, the Frankenstein guitar, it was never my favorite. My favorite was the 5150.
Yeah.
When he went to Kramer, his main guitar during the Kramer days. And how come I don't have a photo of it here. But what I really dig are like the red, black, and white backup guitars. The ones that Kramer made that were either given away or that he used for like a song, when they played the song, let's say Dreams on the 5150 tour. For some reason, he played a different guitar, probably because it was in different tuning. But like, let's say like a guitar like this, that was like a guitar that was given away. I don't believe that was an actual stage guitar, but it was given away. And this particular one, actually, it was given to a friend named Brian, who actually, he had a restaurant, and this guitar was on display in the restaurant for a number of years. Then eventually this guitar was auctioned off. And we talked about that, I don't know, a couple of years ago, I guess, on the channel here. But stuff like that, I really like the red, black, and white stuff where the striping is just kind of different.
See, I like the red, white, and black when it doesn't have the other 2 pickups. When it's solid like that, like the 5150, when I like that. There's just something about the 2 extra pickups on that I don't know. But I've always been I've always been a fan of single pickup, without like the black and yellow one. Because when I in the 80s when I was getting Charvels, they were all the single pickup Model 2s.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, what's up, Johnny Rock? What's up, man? Good to see you guys. What Coots says he bit the head off a gummy bear once. Oh no.
Did you have to get glucose shots?
Wow. Devin, hey, dude. Let's see. What are you saying? Parker Fly Deluxe. Eddie only played the Parker Fly, as far as we know, like live, like one time. And it was actually out here. It was in Mountain View, California, at one of the Neil Young Bridge benefit shows. And I could have gone, if I had known about it, I would have been at that show, but I didn't know about it. This was about 30 years ago. It was about the time you played your last show.
Yeah. Yeah. October, the first Friday in October was our last show 30 years ago in 1993.
Mm-hmm. Peggy says, I like the red, black, and white one.
We played at Alarosa Villa in Columbus. That was the last show we did, and that's where Dime got killed.
Mike, Gibson Garage carries Kramer guitars on the Van Halen cassette wall. Dude, I was there. I was there.
Wait, what's the Van Halen cassette wall?
In the do I have video of it? Well, I do a video of it. When was I in Nashville? If I can scroll back far enough really quick, I can show you.
You need to bookmark all those, like Nashville, Anaheim.
Yeah. I know. Wait, how far back does this go? 2020. No, not 2021. Oh, wait a minute. It was like 6 months ago, I think. Actually, that video, if you click on this video right here, Hello from the Gibson Garage, Nashville. Oh, January. Okay, but there's the date right there. January 30. Here, I'll show you. January. At the Gibson Garage in Nashville, of course, you know, they have Kramer now.
Yeah.
They're putting out new Kramer guitars. And right next to the Kramer display, here, let's do this. Of course, there's the Kramer display like you see all the time. I play like clips of like this. That's with one of the Kramers right there. Next to that, they have all these cassettes on the wall. It looks like this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah, and a few of them, if you look close enough, at a few of them, come on, they are Van Halen. There you go. Van Halen, 1984. There you go. So it's a very cool display, and of course, you know, the rest of the Kramers. You know, there's some of the Kramers on display there, and then, you know, they have T-shirts.
What was
shirt.
What was you saying that Les Paul with the Kramer neck was? I sent you a picture of.
That's the where is it? That was
it had a banana headstock on it. It wasn't the pointy one. It was a banana headstock.
I think that was an early, well, not original Kramer days, but later Kramer. Let me see, Kramer.
Because I didn't even know they made a Les Paul style with that headstock. I didn't even know that Kramer made a Les Paul style guitar.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. That was this one right here. The Kramer Assault Plus. That's this guitar.
Yeah, that was it.
Then it has the reverse.
Yep.
Right there. Yeah, these came out. The Assault Plus is part of the new Kramer Modern Collection, is what it says.
How much did it go for?
There we go. It's on the website. $829.
Because I thought it was, like an Epiphone that he took the neck off and put a Kramer neck on it.
Looks like that. 24 frets. Yeah. So that's a guitar that they have. It looks like Les Paul body style, mahogany. Let's see. Seymour Duncan pickups and Floyd Rose 1000 series tremolo. There you go.
Yeah, that's it exactly. That's the same color and everything.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah, it's something that's it's like an updated. They didn't make those back. I mean, way back in the day, they didn't make those, but because everything was either super strat style, because everybody wanted to be Eddie Van Halen, including me, but and then they had like Flying V style ones. Did they have Explorer ones? They had the V ones. I'm trying to think. Although Cheech says Aldo Nova played. What? A Les Paul with Kramer neck? Is that true? We got to find that. Wait a minute.
Now, my buddy Tim Gaines from Stryper played with Aldo Nova.
Oh, cool. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, crap.
That was after he was out of Stryper the first time.
And then he went back to Stryper?
Yeah, and then he did 2 more albums with them.
Kramer neck.
And then got out again.
Let me see. Well, I see Aldo Nova played a Les Paul with a like a Gibson Explorer headstock. I see that. Looks like this.
Oh, that's what they're saying. Lewis and Coots that had an Explorer neck on it.
Yeah. The Aldo Nova. That's pretty cool. Explorer. Yeah. Right on.
I sent you the 2 pictures of the 2 pink guitars I used to have.
Let's see. This is exciting.
No, it's not.
Wait a minute. When you sent
today,
Oh.
either today or last night.
Oh yeah, you had one. You had one of. We talked about this one. Yeah.
That was the thin body. Came 88.
Yeah.
I only had that for like
cool.
I only had that for like 6 months.
And then you had this one?
Yep. Pink Strat. And I sold that to a girl in a girls band.
Cool.
And there's a shirt I sent you too. You need to buy.
No.
Wait. That's a good poll question. Ask him. Look, John's let him show you a shirt and tell me if you think he needs to buy this shirt and wear it on this show.
No, I'm not buying that. That's a bootleg shirt. I'll show it to you guys. We're not endorsing that. No, that's horrible. That's terrible. Although this one does have a rooster on it, I'd probably get this one.
Yes, Peggy, that's the only 2 pink guitars I ever owned. And I refuse to buy the Rainbow Jackson as much as I love Jacksons and Jackson solos because it's got a hot pink stripe down the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I want that guitar, I will not buy it with the pink in it.
That's it's your least favorite color ever?
Yep.
So there's nothing pink, like that Christmas tree behind you? There's no pink?
No, there's no pink. No pink on it at all.
Like you make sure you walk around, and if you see something that's pink,
This is again. This is the basement area. So that tree is actually decorated with a bunch of bear stuff because I love grizzly bears. And as you can see, like on the wall right here, there's a picture there, and then there's one right here. One come out of water.
hang on. Let me make a note of what
No.
of what you're saying.
So everything on that tree has to do with bears, black bears, grizzly bears, and then red and black plaid.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no pink, none down here whatsoever.
Well, Coots says, I'd love to find a pink Ernie Ball Music Man EVH guitar. Those would be cool, man.
Now, do you remember a couple months ago for the guitar repairs, I posted their shorts. A guy had a Fender Japanese bass and a Telecaster, Fender Telecaster. I worked on both of them. He was at that show the other night where I took that picture of that Kramer.
Mm-hmm.
And he come up to me and goes, "Hey, let me know when you have an opening." I said, "Oh yeah, for what? What's wrong?" He goes, "Well, the Strat or the Tele." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You know how the finish was? It's that got the polyurethane." He goes, "I've seen people heat them up with a heat gun and then just scrape it off." He said, "I don't want to do that." He said, "But I'd like you to refinish it." I said, "Oh, really?" He goes, "Yeah." He said, "Now I want it in a shell pink." I just looked at him. I said, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "No, I want it all done. It's Telecaster done in a shell pink color."
And you won't do that?
I told him I'd have to think about it.
You'll have to think about that.
But he told me, he said, "Just let me know when you got some time open to do it." He said, "I'll gladly have you do it." And he told me, he said, "I am forever now his guitar tech for everything he's got." He lives in Pittsburgh. So he drives him, 50 minutes over here to me.
Mm-hmm.
So
are you a fan of those guitars? You ever played one?
I've played John's, what was that, OLP or OL, whatever it is. The green one I did, which is, I know it's not the same thing, but the body style is close.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that guitar, it's a future giveaway. You must be subscribed.
I do like the shape.
The shape?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of those guitars in pink?
I don't. I don't think of them.
That's not cool.
I mean, that would be something, give that to, I don't know, give it to Vixen or something. Let them play.
Well, Eddie actually
or CC DeVille.
Eddie actually did play a pink one. Here,
I'm just not into pink.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's okay. Anyway, you guys have seen the photo. Yeah, Eddie actually did play a pink one at the NAMM show. That's cool. And if dude, 30 years ago, around the time you played your last show, Guitar Center, the local Guitar Center to me at the time, which was the Berkeley location, Berkeley, California location doesn't exist anymore, but that store is now in Emeryville, California. They had on display a pink Music Man, and it was like a scratch and dent. It was like new, but it got a couple scratches on it. So they had lowered the price at the time, and they wanted like $1,300 for it. And at the time, they were going for $1,750.
Wow.
So they lowered it to $1,300.
And did you buy it?
If I would have known better, I would have, but I didn't. No. Now they're going for hella money. Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, there's a time, even what's his name? Vivian Campbell had a pink guitar in Whitesnake.
Mm-hmm.
And he won the videos too. But I mean, that was the colors back then. You were young, But the 80s, the glam thing, it was bright guitars.
No, I remember. I remember the guitars, neon colors, and that stuff. It's kind of back now. You'll find guitars. Well, I was at Guitar Center yesterday. You'll see guitars on display there that are in those colors.
And Dane has one. It's a DMZ or something. He only wants like $300 for it. It's a neck through guitar, but it's like screams 80s. It's like black with blue, electric blue, and white lines on it. It's neat.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it was the guy from Dean. When he got out of Dean, he started this company. It's DLZ or DMZ, something like that. But it's on Dane's website.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like 300 or 250. But it's a neck through. He even did one of his Saturday restring videos of it too.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like there's no marks on it or nothing. I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, right on. That's cool. Still of the night video, Cheech is saying. Oh, that's the PV.
No, that was Vandenberg.
Vandenberg has a pink PV guitar.
Yeah, that's right. Because
very pink.
Vivian Campbell had like a orange and yellow, or like an orange guitar with a yellow something on it.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis, only the cool guitarist allowed to play pink. I had to. I sold him.
Mm-hmm.
The time. Jungle Love. Did you ever see that movie, Purple Rain?
Yeah, I saw parts of it. Yeah, I was too young to see it back then, so I never really saw it. Although I did see Scarface.
Well,
I used to play the video game Scarface all the time, which if I still had it, I'd be playing it live on Twitch at night.
You need to get the new Call of Duty. I'm telling you. And you might. How long ago did you play it?
2012.
Okay, it's got a lot of the maps from the original first couple are on the new one now. With obviously much better graphics.
Mm-hmm.
So
I might check that out. Oh, the last one that I downloaded, I wasn't able to play it. It was terrible.
you need to get that and get on there and we'll play.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as far as pink goes, nada. That's a negative.
No.
I was glad when I sold them. Well, the Les Paul, I sold it just because not because it was pink. It didn't. I bought it initially because it was different and it was neat, and I bought it. I don't even think I had it for 6 months, and I sold it. It just didn't. I just didn't gel with it. That was, and guitar player, a lot of new guitars you can pick up, and it's like, wow, this is great. There's ones you can pick up that might look killer, and you might want to love, but you just can't get with it. And that was what that one was.
Yeah. No, I get it. I understand that. Although I can almost play anything because I just play whatever I have, and like the stuff I have, it's not set up, or I don't take things in to get set up all the time or whatever, and so my action might be like that, but I'll play it and I'll just whatever. I get used to anything.
But how nice! Send me one. Let me set up for you. I'll send it back.
Mm-hmm.
You won't want to play any other one. I'm telling you.
Okay, we'll have to look into that. All right.
I'll even do a video of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is Johnny Bean's guitar setup.
I only play the one guitar now.
Wow.
That Strat thing with the Vega trim. That's the only guitar I play.
Well, I'll trade you the beautiful transparent orange telly for your free EVH that someone sent you.
Mm-hmm.
And this could be a guitar you can play out, and you're not going to sit there and say, play Eruption!
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't play out with that guitar anyway.
But, I mean, that's a beautiful telly. It's set up. It's got actual individual brass saddles, not this with three that you can barely get intonated because you got to have two strings on one saddle.
Yeah.
This has all the individual ones. Yep. Yeah. And it sounds killer. I will try. I'll send you that in a case for that.
We'll see, because I do use that guitar. I do a lot of Van Halen content on the channel, if you haven't noticed. So I kind of have to have Van Halen guitars. Although this one, I am willing to give away at some point on the channel here. But you must be subscribed to the channel.
Well, I'll tell you what I can do. I can put an LED light in the open part with some antifreeze, and you can do John 5 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it on, and it'll like glow, and you turn it, and you see the antifreeze go up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Be neon kind of. I can put that in there for you if you want.
Uh-huh.
Or if you want, I'll stripe it up and paint it red, black, and white for you.
Oh, no. Nah, it's okay. Ned, where are you going? Let's see. You guys smash that thumbs up. How are we doing on thumbs? Let me see. How we doing? We got about 50 people here. We only got 28 thumbs ups. You guys smash that thumbs up. We're only at 28. Can we get at least what? Someone just took one away. Come on. The other direction. I saw it. It went down to 27.
Blue, did you get rid of that? Look at Blue's comment to me.
The Camouflage Jackson,
Yeah.
bought a great guitar, plays awesome, played it about 15 minutes after I set it up. Didn't bond with it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I get it. The not bonding with guitars, I get it. But like I said, I can play anything. And I mean, look at the guitar that I play Sunday nights, you know? I'll play anything. I mean, I just play. So I'm not picky at all about you know, what the guitar looks like, what it plays like. If it has the sound, it's all about tone. It's about the sound. If the guitar sounds great, if it has a certain sound to it, like, because I mean, you'll see, you know, in studios, you know, when you go in to record,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you'll hear stories about, oh, that song of some band, this song that was recorded with this old piece of crap harmony, blah blah blah. The action was like this, but it had the sound. You know, we did 20 takes, and it hurt to play, but it had that tone.
How many guitars did you take in when you recorded?
Which time? I've recorded
Well,
many times over the years.
I think the most I took in when we did ours, I think I took 7 in. And 6 of them were for 6 different songs. Then 1 was on the rest of the song. Because of that, the way they sounded, I wanted a certain sound, which I didn't realize at the time. You know, young and in my 20s, it was like, oh, this is cool. I'll take 7 guitars in here, and this song will have this guitar. So when you play it live, you're playing it on one guitar, and you don't have that sound. It didn't occur to me then. I just thought it was, you know, cool to walk in the studio carrying 7 different guitars, and oh well.
The thing is, when you get to a studio, I know this is the Van Halen show, but we'll talk about some of this too, because we know this stuff. And I kind of talked about some of this yesterday, like music, you know, recording and stuff. When you go into the studio, some advice for you guys is you pretty much want to have everything totally down before you go into record. You want the songs to be written. You want to rehearse before you get in there, because a lot of times when you go into a studio, the clock starts running.
Yep. That's not the place.
You're being charged by the hour to be in there. And that includes setting up. That includes setting the drum set up. You know, so, you know, if you're the guitar player and you show up to record, you might not even get to play on the track till 9 hours later after you've been there. You know, the drums have to get set up. You have to get the drum sound totally pretty much dialed in. And then from there, the drummer has to do their part.
Yep.
And then after that, pretty much, I guess you can put bass on there, or if you guys play live, you all play together, and then you keep the drums, and then the guitar part there, it's called a scratch track. You get rid of that, you record over it, where you overdub over that. But say when you're taking instruments into a studio, guitars, really, you never know what it's going to be like when you get into that room. Every studio is different. You got the microphone placement, you got reverbs, echoes. It really depends. It's a totally different thing now with home recording and using plugins. It's a totally different thing. But if you're, you can pretty much play. I mean, you can almost play any, like if you're doing all like digital stuff these days, meaning like not even using like a real amp, if you're using plugins and the what are some of the amp simulator?
The one in the cake or on the Helix, instead of Engel, it's ANGL.
Mm-hmm.
So and the PV 5150 will just like PV. Or VP.
It looks like it.
Yeah,
it looks like it, but it's called something named.
And all the Marshalls are Brit.
Yeah,
So, but you're right. And no, we didn't do it as we each did our individual parts every time we went in the studio. But that's what the other John B, was talking about Saturday when he was come time to do his solo. He was costing us money because he couldn't get it. He was trying to write it right there on the spot. And then the producer called in one of his studio musicians, and the guy listened to the track. Yeah, the guy listened to the track and started playing it, and John fired John up. He's like, no. And then next thing you know, he got it. But it was probably 2.5, 3 hours right there. Yeah, because he kept looking at us, going, "Hey guys," he just kept tapping his watch, and it was. When
was this?
That was 87.
So this was to tape.
Yes,
this was on tape.
So it was on a Studler.
So he had to pretty much go through like an entire pass of whatever he was doing. It wasn't like these days where it's like you do 5 different times, and you can go in and they can just comp them, edit them to splice.
Not unless you're real good.
Create a brand new solo. Oh, well, I mean, that's what I do. Do. So I was like, some of my recordings, those solos, I didn't actually play. I just comped them together and then learned them later, Well,
that's, this was on the 2-inch Studler tape machine. The same thing as in 5150 Studios.
Yeah. Sean Shreds. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man.
That when he called in the studio musician, the guy came in carrying a Strat, had long blonde hair. Mark goes, "Here, listen to this." Start playing it, and as he was playing it, the guy sat down, started going, and John, "Oh hell no!" Because he was half drunk. "Oh hell no!" He runs over, he starts playing. He finally got it. But he was literally writing it in there on the clock.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, it depends on how good you are too. I mean, if you're really good, you can go in and you can improvise solos on the fly. And but really though, if you're going to go into the studio, you really want to know what you're doing before you get in there, because you're costing money, and that goes for everybody. That goes for the drums. That goes for every musician, everybody that's a part of that. The producer, like engineer, like whatever that is. But what I was going to say though, and because this is a Van Halen show, let me just say, Van Halen had a studio that was called 5150. I gotta get the Van Halen
with a Studler machine. As I said, we recorded on the same machine. Yeah, there was only 2 in the country at that time. Eddie's and this one.
Oh wow! But so what I was going to say though is, when you take your instruments in there, like maybe it sounded great in the rehearsal, but you get into the studio, it doesn't sound as good anymore. Whatever guitar you were going to use, you never know. You never know what it's going to sound like. It could sound great coming through the amp, but then because of, the microphone, the mic placement, that totally changes the sound. That's why when you got all these YouTube Facebook Van Halen wannabes, they're like, I got to get that tone. This is the tone of the first record.
The,
blah, blah, blah,
the
blah,
brown
blah.
sound.
The brown sound, which isn't even the guitar, it's actually the sound of the cymbal, not the cymbal, the snare,
Sabian.
the sound of the gong. The thing is, that first Van Halen, here we're back to the Van Halen now. You guys can wake up. The first Van Halen album guitar sound. That's a combination of the amp, the guitar, the microphones, the compressors, the everything that was used on that record. So if you're wanting to get that sound just out of a guitar, a cable, a couple pedals, and an amp, these days, I mean, you can kind of do that. I get technology's getting better and better and better, but that sound, that was not the sound that wasn't exactly the same. Nope. Like when you record, if it's a mastered sounding album, the word mastered, that adds all sorts of other stuff on top of the sound. EQs, compressors, even just the mix, the microphones, the way the guitar might interact with like the cymbals. There's all these different factors. But again, what I'm saying, and Sean, you would know this, man. Sean Shred. You guys know Sean? Sean is awesome, man. He worked for Fender. He actually worked for EVH. So those guitars I was actually showing you earlier, those 3 guitars, he actually worked on them, the actual ones. Sean. Dude, am I going to see you at the NAMM show, man? Huh? And his hands. Yes. Yeah, and the hands of the player. That's very important. But again, when it comes to gear, you can have all sorts of stuff, but when you go into the studio, you never know what the situation is going to be like. So that's why I was saying, you could be like, you could take your 20 guitars into the studio, be trying to write that solo on the fly. The whole band is like passed out on the couch, wanting to go home. You're still trying to play. Believe me, I've been there too. I know what that's like. But the thing is, the producer, whoever's running the studio, well, there's the producer. It depends on the situation too. You could have like, the record company producer. You could have the producer that, somebody that runs the studio, the engineer. Who knows? There's all sorts of different things here. It's always different.
Our guy worked with Motley Crue and Gloria Estefan, and he had a whole list of people he worked with.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact,
cool.
in the studio, there's all these gold and platinum albums hanging all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When I lived at Desmond Child's, I worked in his home studio all the time, which was in his garage. It was a garage, but it was built into a studio.
Yeah,
and and he would tell me stories about Van Halen, about Eddie Van Halen, about working with Eddie, while I was trying to do solos on that guitar, And he would say, "Oh yeah, when I worked with Eddie, we talked about this and that," and he would get me, "Oh yeah," for whatever I was having to record.
They didn't call in a studio musician on you, though, did they?
No, they didn't. Although I replaced the guy that was acting as a studio musician for the stuff, and his name was Eric Bazillion. He was in this band called the Hooters. You guys remember them?
Yep.
Yeah. And We Danced was their big song. Yep. And then he wrote and played on Joan Osborne's "What If God Was One of Us." If you guys remember that song, that was a huge one. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is you can take, a bunch of guitars in, the sound, it's not really happening, whatever, but then somebody can say, hey, I've got this, piece of crap, whatever, but it sounds amazing.
Yep.
And that could be what makes the track.
When I set my amp up, I had 3 microphones. Put one against the grill in the front, one about 8-10 feet back, and then the microphone looked exactly like this one, the old RCA style mic.
Mm-hmm.
I had him put that right in the back of the cabinet, right up against the cabinet, and what it ended up doing was creating a natural course effect, which he thought was pretty neat. He's like, that's actually.
Mhm.
He kind of experimented with it, so it worked that way.
Microphone placement is really the one of the key factors to recording. I mean, look
Very,
here.
very true.
Look, here, we can demonstrate.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're recording. We're recording right now. Yeah, we're recording. So, you know, the further back you hear more of the room, you know, but then if I keep talking, I get closer to the mic, and then you got, you know, the pop, but you got the pops, you got the sibilance, you know, you got all sorts of, I went to school for this stuff. So yeah, I know all this stuff. But yeah, so there's a lot of factors when it comes to recording.
How cool would it have been to be in 5150 Studios when they were recording something?
That would have been amazing. That would have been incredible.
Just sit there and watch him at work.
I know. There is footage of some of that out there. There's a video from 1987 of Edward. And I think he's playing a Charvel, actually. He's playing a Charvel Super Strat, and he's trying to... Have you seen this? And it's in 5150. Somebody comes walking in with a camera, and he's playing, and then he notices, and he says something like he shook his head or something, or whatever, but he kept playing. He was trying to figure out... This is 1987. He was trying to work out the riff of what he was working on. And then eventually that became a song called Amsterdam from the 1995 album Balance. So maybe you guys have seen that. But it's inside 5150. And again, and he's playing a guitar, he's playing a different guitar. That's what I'm trying to say too. He's playing a guitar you never saw him play. But there had to be a reason why he was playing it, because I had the sound.
Sometimes they're just magical. I mean, you can grab three guitars, build the same exact guitars, and all three of them will sound different. And one's just going to have that feeling or that sound that you want, and the other two, even though they may look identical, is not going to come close.
Gary, what's up, man? Yeah, you've seen that video, right? Most of us, if we're major fans, we've seen that. Amsterdam, yeah. Sean, great to see you, man. You're gonna have to jump back on the show, man. But yeah,
but I mean, to be able to sit there and see Eddie, and just be able to watch his.
You can. There's video of that. There is video of that. I'm not going to show it. I'm going to show you stills from that.
Well, I mean, how cool would it have been to be there though and actually see it as it was happening?
Oh, it would have been amazing.
I feel the same way about that as I would love to have been in the studios with Randy, just to watch his stuff.
Here, I'll show you guys some stills from this. Most of you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Here, Van Halen. Let's see, does that come up? I'm not seeing it. Oh, wait. This laptop, man.
Janice, will you send Johnny a tweet that someone needs
Janice,
to
can you
buy
tweet me
him
that video?
A new laptop?
Oh, yeah. Janice, can you send me a new laptop, please? Thank you.
I know where there's one you might be able to get cheap.
Uh-huh.
It may not be being used now.
Here it is. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to show you guys stills from this. Again, I'm not going to actually play it because of copyright. Well, I mean, the guy who uploaded this, they don't own this either, but thing is, you don't want to be playing stuff that you don't own, because eventually it'll come back around and it'll get you. So I'm not gonna play it. I'll just show you some stills from this. So I don't know if you've seen this, but it's a guy like going into 5150. Like he's walking in there, and he sees Eddie playing a guitar.
He's playing Jake's guitar.
Yeah, and he's trying to figure out the riff. He's like really trying to figure out what he's playing there.
That's a Jakey Lee guitar.
It is?
Yeah.
It's a Charvel, right?
Yeah.
But so there is video of him at 5150 trying to figure out what he's doing. He's working through it too. Like you can see, this is 3.5 minutes. He's the entire thing. He's working on the riff. He's trying to figure it out. He's stopping and starting. He's playing it. And then eventually, like I said, it became a song called Amsterdam. 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. 7 years later.
Wow.
They used it. And if you guys want to see this, it's called Rare Footage, Eddie Van Halen playing Amsterdam on a Charvel in 1985. I mean, that's not correct. It was 87 at 5150 Studios. Anyway.
Yeah, looks like the Jakey Lee signature Charvel. There's a white one and a blue one. Blue one doesn't have the pick guard.
Jakey Lee. I saw him at the NAMM show. I saw it when they introduced.
You need to get a channel ID from him.
This NAMM. I mean, like I'll be there starting the 25th, January 25th. I'll be there, so I'll be getting channel IDs left and right from whoever I see.
It's basically 2 months away.
It'll be. Oh yeah, 11, 12. Oh, you're right. That's almost tomorrow. That'll be great. Right on. But anyway, you guys see. So there is footage of Eddie at 5150 working on a riff, and there's got to be more stuff like that, that we'll see at some point.
It'd be nice, like home movies. Like Alex walks in and they joke around and stuff like that would be hilarious.
Actually, that stuff did exist, and it was taken down. Although I did keep it, so I do have some of that. It's Alex. They're actually Alex is cutting everybody's hair. You guys remember seeing this? And I talked about it on one of these Tuesdays. I did a video where I talked about this. I have the video. It was taken down eventually, so I don't know if it's around anymore. I kept it, so I have it. But it's Alex Van Halen being a barber and cutting everybody's hair, like shaving everybody's heads. And I think one of the guys that you see in the video, I think it was David Bertinelli, Valerie's brother David. I think he was the one in the video where he gets his head shaved by Alex, and it was outside 5150. It was in the parking lot there. So stuff like that exists too, Jeff Davidson, Coots, you guys remember seeing that? That was a couple of years ago.
See,
well, the video anyway.
That would be so cool if they would just, for the fans, release it. Make a 2 or 3 or 4 DVD set, 5150 home video, and here you go, $100 for 4 DVDs. They'd sell like hotcakes. If Osbournes would do that with Randy's stuff too, it would sell like crazy.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't even have a DVD player, so I don't know. I said this yesterday. CDs are old. And so I would think DVDs are kind of old too. Now it's about streaming. Like that's the whole problem. That's the whole problem with the music business right now. And trying to figure out how you put products out because a lot of it is virtual. I mean, look at this. I mean, we put a show out. It's virtual. it's on YouTube. It's free.
We're 3,000 miles apart.
We're 3,000 miles apart. We're giving you guys free content here, and we're giving away magazines, which, by the way, in just minutes from now, look at this. In just a few minutes, we'll spin. Well, we're not spinning anymore. We're doing random number. It's a random number thing.
But then albums are coming back. Vinyl's coming back.
Well, the thing is, vinyl never went away. See, where I live out here, vinyl never went away. Amoeba music,
here.
Rasputin's music was always there. So you could always go and buy records. Always, always, always. So it is kind of weird to see how, like, I mean, it came, like in the Barnes and Nobles, all of a sudden there's a vinyl section.
Yeah.
And it's like, I thought that was kind of strange, because it's like, what? Records never went away, but now there's, reissues of that. Laz would know. Laz, he's from here too. That stuff never went away. So it's interesting. It's back. I do buy CDs here and again, just so I can listen to them in my car, because I don't have a CD player here. I can't listen to CDs. But what? Don't forget to mention Saturn Records. Mikins, what's up? Saturn Records was an amazing record shop in Oakland, California. They would save all the Van Halen stuff, and I got first dibs at anything Van Halen that would come in. That included autographed albums. That included the Looney Tunes red vinyl Warner Brothers promos. I had several of those. I used to buy them for $10 a piece back in the day. Now they're $100 a piece at least. I had all this stuff. Actually, did I give one away on the channel?
With the one with the reissue with the red vinyl, you never did give that away. I don't think you did.
I had one actually, no, it's been several years now. When I first started doing these shows, I had a copy, and maybe I sold it. Yeah. If I did get one now, though, I would give it away. I would do a giveaway. I can probably get one. But anyway, vinyl never went away, but now it's back. CDs are, whatever. See, that's when you say DVD set.
Yeah,
I'm thinking I don't even watch DVD. I don't buy DVDs.
But see, the problem is if you buy it like on my DVR for my TV setup.
Send Johnny Bean a new laptop. Janice just tweeted me.
Thank you, Janice. Thank you,
Janice. Who did you tag in that? Who did you tag in that?
Tag Apple.
Tag Apple.
Yeah.
I need a laptop.
But I have the DVR set up where I can purchase it and download it. But the problem is if I ever get rid of that, then I lose all the movies and stuff that I bought. So I still like
the what now? DVD. Say that again. I was reading comments.
Okay,
what was that?
If I on my DVR setup, if I take it and I purchase a movie, or like I purchased the Randy Rhoads thing, and I probably got 12 movies on there that I bought.
So if you purchase a stream, if you download a stream, you're paying for the service. If you lose that service, you lose all the content. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
That's how Apple Music is now.
That's why I still like DVDs. I want to physically have some. If I'm buying it, I want to be able to have it.
Mm-hmm. I get it. I mean, but I'll say.
Well, you know what's funny? If they would, if say Van Halen come out and said, "Hey, look, here's our entire history from day one to the last day in the studios, 4 DVD set." Not only would it sell, but there'd be a resurgence in DVD players being sold too.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I don't know. I would actually think a lot of Van Halen fans still have DVD players.
Well, you don't.
No, I don't. I'm the exception.
Does your computer have one? Or do you just have a laptop? Okay.
No DVD burner here. No CD player. I would think a lot of people in the chat. How many of you do you guys still have DVDs, CDs? Do you guys still use all that stuff? Like I said, I don't. Like if I was My laptop won't play them, Johnny. Well, technically, if I use the where is that? I have a dongle. Where's the? We haven't said dongle in a while. I have a dongle where I can plug into my laptop and I can plug in a DVD external.
Yeah,
Is that the
external
word?
external
Yeah,
drive.
I had one of those actually, and I gave it to somebody. I had an external
Laz, give it back to him.
No, it wasn't Laz. I had one. And I gave it away, but I should probably get another one. I mean,
Yeah, because if Van Halen puts that out, you'll have to have it.
well, I don't know if they're going to put that out. Truthfully, I don't know if they're going to put anything official like that out. You never know, though. With Van Halen, a lot of times, you know, they all of a sudden, like, you wake up one day and there was a new tour, or there's a new record. Like you never knew anything previous to that, unless something leaked the night before, which that happened with Different Kind of Truth. The stuff leaked out the day before. Oh, because of iTunes. iTunes all of a sudden put up the previews, and we're like, oh, whoa, you know. And I had already, speaking of DVD players, I had already burned all the iTunes previews to all the songs on a CD and would listen to them in the car over and over and over. But none of the previews had the guitar solos.
Oh.
So when A Different Kind of Truth came out, I had pretty much already heard the entire thing. I just didn't hear the solos. So when I bought the CD, actually I downloaded it first off iTunes, and then I burned that. Or no, I had the iPod. I had the iPod. So I had already heard like everything, but I just didn't hear the solos. You know.
Which is what you would want to hear from a Van Halen song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. iTunes killed the radio song. Sean is saying Live Without a Net is outstanding on VHS. Dude, I played that thing every day back in the day. 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. Until the next one came out. Right Here, Right Now came out in 93. But there was always something kind of weird on that one, like the audience sound. It's like it was obviously a loop. So it always made me think, yeah, there's something up with this. And then, of course, we learned later on they had totally re-recorded everything. So I'm like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense.
That's just like Kiss Alive using a Super Bowl audience for their first live album.
Yeah. How are we doing on? Okay, we're up to 2 hours.
We do have one more thing to talk about.
We do?
Yep. The Eddie Van Halen Jason Becker guitar.
Oh, yes. Yes. Here, let me let's grab this. Yeah, we had my friend on. What was that? A couple weeks ago?
Yes.
And he actually has the guitar, and he was showing it to us.
Come here. Hi. Hi.
Let's see. I'll show you guys this. When was this? Oh, this is posted yesterday. Present.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I forgot to look at the chat, you guys. I asked how many of you guys have DVD players. Actually, I do have one, but it's not hooked up. It's just sitting there.
So plug the two RCA jacks in and the power in, you're good to go.
Yeah, but I don't.
So I still have two, but I don't have them hooked up because my PS5 is Blu-ray player.
You can just watch that on that, yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. All right, check this out, you guys. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, I think. Coots13, thanks for hanging out. Although Coots, if you don't want to leave yet, we're doing a giveaway. If you just want to wait like 5 more minutes, we'll do the giveaway. Van Halen News Desk, a closer look at the EVH guitar gifted to Jason Becker. That's the actual guitar right there. I think it was number 69, I believe.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah. That's a PV Wolfgang that Edward gave to Jason Becker on December 14th. Okay, that's when it is. December 14th is when the auction starts. On December 14th, the guitar Eddie Van Halen gifted to his friend Jason Becker in 1996 will go up for auction. It was a very special gesture from one friend to another. And yeah, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. There's Edward with the guitar right there. I've seen the guitar many times in person over the years. Here's just like one of the. This is just one of the photos. I mean, I've seen the guitar many times.
I still say that's going to go over $250,000.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're hoping it goes for.
I mean, just because of the documentation, you can watch the video, you can watch him sign it, you can, everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you watch him play the guitar, you watch him sign the guitar. He gives it to Jason. And if you guys have not seen this, Jason Becker, Not Dead Yet, the documentary, if you guys have not seen this, you guys got to see this.
It's very good. I rented that and watched it right after I heard about it on your show.
Mm-hmm. If you guys have not seen this, you'll learn all about Jason Becker, about his family. I mean, his career in music. And you can actually see me in the film a couple times. So, if anything, watch it to see me. Okay. Get the movie. Look, you can watch it on YouTube. Watch the movie. See that phone number? Text me screenshots of me in the movie. I'm just saying, if you guys want something to do, watch the movie. And I'll give you a hint. You don't see me till the very end of the movie. You see me walking in with the family into the venue. You see me walking, and you'll notice it's me because I'm wearing the hat and the glasses. It's totally me. And then you can see me in the very end of the movie. Joe Satriani is playing, and you can see me in the crowd. And I actually filmed Joe's entire performance. You can watch that entire performance on my channel here, actually, of Satriani from that night. And of course, you guys all saw this video. This is the video of Edward at Jason's house playing the guitar, August 31st, 1996. So there you go. So the guitar is going up for auction December 14th. So keep it tuned in. Van Halen News Desk. Obviously, we'll be talking about it. My friend is the one who has the guitar. He watched the video. Actually, at the end of the video here, I'll have, I've got the two screens of the two previous videos. One of those will be the video where we have my friend with the guitar. So make sure you check that out. But we're really trying to get the word out.
Hey, can I plug my movie?
Sure.
Gung Ho, 1986, people. I'm in that with Norm from Cheers and the future Batman.
Uh-huh.
Had nothing to do with Jason Becker or Eddie, but
you can see you in the movie?
Yeah. Quite a few times, actually.
Send screenshots of Ron in the movie too to this.
The main scene, the fight scene, I'm all right there. At one point I'm staying with George Wendt, Norm from Cheers.
We can see that on YouTube, right?
I don't know if it's on YouTube or not.
Do you have that movie on DVD?
Yes, I do. Actually, no, I don't have it on DVD. I have it on video cassette because I bought it when it came out.
Man,
they didn't even give us a copy. That was a bad. Paramount Studios wouldn't even give us any.
Did they? You didn't have any lines though, or did you?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
So are you in the credits?
No, because our plant, they filmed it down here at the International Harvester Navistar plant, part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And the plant manager was let's just say not very nice. And now I'm being extremely nice by saying that. So we had
You can say not very, very nice.
Yeah, well, okay. We had 4 production lines in there, and for the movie they shut down 2 of them, and that's where we was filming. And the guy's first name, I'll just say his first name, his name was Howard. He charged Paramount Studios for the 2 weeks of the daily production when those lines were scheduled to be shut down anyhow for the shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
And when Ron Howard found out about it, he took everything that had to do with this town out of the credits.
Oh,
Couldn't take it out of the movie because it was the fight scene they built up to. That's all there. So they couldn't go reshoot it. But he said, you know what? Fine. Because I mean, Howard charged them the full 14 days, including Saturdays and Sundays, production runs. Said, well, we got to shut it down for 2 weeks for you guys. So Paramount paid International Harvester all that money for absolutely nothing because they were scheduled to be shut down anyhow. And when Ron Howard found out about it, let's just say Opie Taylor, Richie Cunningham wasn't very happy. He even wore a hat that said Surf Ohio on it. Ronnie did.
wow.
So yeah, so there's no credit to anything in Ohio in that movie.
Oh.
But those that are in Pittsburgh, we also had to go to West Carson Avenue and film the jumping jack, the exercise scenes. That was in an abandoned factory, had been shut down for years. It was just their courtyard. And then we had to go there for 3 days and film the jumping jacks where, duck hop and all that crap.
I haven't seen the movie, so don't spoil it.
Oh, okay. You need to see it.
Actually, I think you can watch it on YouTube. You might have to rent it, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, what movie was it? It was Gung Ho from 1986. Japanese company buying.
Really quickly, you guys, don't leave yet. We're going to spin for both these magazines. We'll have 2 winners tonight. You guys can win that. I got to do a refill real quick. Tell them, again, I'll be right back. Tell them what movie you're in. You're muted, though. I didn't mute you. He left. Oh, no. Wait, on your screen. Oh, no. You have to unmute. On your screen, on StreamYard. It's not that. It's not the... It's on StreamYard itself. There you go.
All right.
Oh, but that's okay. It's your camera mic. It's okay though. Tell them Tell them about the movie.
It was pretty neat because Ron Howard was there. Michael Keaton was there, and a lot of people don't know this. Michael Keaton's from the Pittsburgh area, and his real name is Michael Douglas. But since there's already a famous Michael Douglas, they went with Keaton. And he got his start on the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood on TV. If you ever watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, which I'm sure most of us have, when he would put an old 8mm movie reel into his picture to show a little movie on the screen right there, he was actually handing it to Michael Keaton, who was the camera guy that ran the projector for that. And Michael told me, he said, I used to have fun with Fred. He said he would open that up to hand that to me, and I would be like, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned." Stuff like that. He always had Fred laugh, and they had to do retakes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it was interesting. And I'm the only person in the world that took Norm from Cheers and Batman to a strip club. And when the funny part was, when we all walked in the door, they saw George Wendt, Norm, and everybody goes, "Norm!" just like they did on Cheers. And they were putting $100 bills instead of dollars. So they just say they were very popular that night.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, I've heard of the movie. I mean, but I've never seen it.
Well, it's funny. I mean, because I was working at the American plant, and this is what's happening in Japan. Would come over and buy it, and then fast forward to 2000, I started working for Honda as a tool and die maker, and it was so funny because even though that movie had been 15 years prior to that, or 14 years prior to that, it was just like the movie. Everything they make fun of, and I mean, I walked in, and when I met with them for the interview, they all stand up and bow and hand you their business card. So I did the same thing Michael Keaton did in the movie. They all handed him his business card. He looks at him and goes, "Okay, go fish," and throws a card down. One of their business. So I did the same thing, and they all looked at each other and like gung ho. Then when they found out I was in it, they were like, "Oh," and then it was like, "Oh, you got the job." So I was, it was funny. I mean, but it was so much. Just what they do in that movie is what they were doing in real life.
I got to see that movie. Leanne says, Ron, you said you were fight scene.
The fight scenes in front of our press line number 2 and the roller table. You haven't seen it. The roller table that Michael Keaton and the Japanese guy from 16 Candles, I think that's what he was in, roll down and fight. And then they fall into a box. My dad also worked there. He was a millwright. So he built that roller table and the breakaway box for all that stuff.
Oh, cool.
But I have pictures. I've showed Johnny the pictures before of me standing there with George Wendt and me and Michael Keaton standing there. Mm-hmm. So it was definitely interesting. And they had caterers, the guys with the chef hats, and in semis. I mean, you could get T-bone steak and caviar for breakfast if you wanted. They had wine coolers. I mean, it was unbelievable.
We got to become actors.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting.
I saw on TikTok. I look at TikTok. I don't buy DVDs. I scroll I doom scroll on TikTok. I saw a video of Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever. It's the clip was him leaving LAX. But he was wearing a hoodie with sunglasses. His face was totally covered up, and he was just walking. So people in the comments were like, how do you even know that was even him? Because he looked really suspicious just walking through the lines and stuff. But then he goes and he gets into like a town car. That's cool.
Yeah,
you got to watch that, man.
But the funny part, and I had this, well, there was one guy, Otaga, that was his first name. I was on midnight shift, tool and die maker, and there was only 3 of us in the department, and the guy by the name of Otaga was our supervisor. And I happened to look at this great big, it was a radius arm drill, gigantic. I mean, it was like 25 feet long. I couldn't even put my arms around, it was drilling a big drill bit. But I looked at it, and it on the nameplate, it was manufactured in Hiroshima. So I went in and I walk in, and when you walk in, I mean, they stand up and bow at you and everything. At least they did in 2000 when I started here. He's like, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Come out here for a minute." So he comes trotting out there, and I go to the radio arm. He's like, "Something wrong?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Right here on the nameplate, it says it's made in Hiroshima." I said, "Is that Hiroshima or Hiroshima? Because every time I watch History Channel where we bombed you guys, I hear it both ways. Which way is it?" He's like, "Oh, I cannot help you." And he turned around and walked back in the office. He wouldn't come out and talk to me the rest of the day. So, I mean, it was, I was always messing around with stuff like that.
Johnny Rock says, you're not listed on IMDb for that. Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. Like, there's no credit for that.
Yeah, all because of Howard charging. It didn't even, well, he overcharged, but it wasn't even supposed to be there anyhow.
Mm-hmm. There you go. But if you want to see my IMDb page, there's mine. I have one. Okay. All right. Are we ready? Ready
Yes,
to spin? Sir. You guys, we're going to spin. Or no, we're not spinning.
How many people eligible?
Let's see. We got 51 eligible users.
So I would say go 1 to 100.
Yeah, I've got that. All right, we're doing a random number. So everybody in the chat right now, type 1 through 100. Wait, do I have to roll it first? I think I have to hit roll it first, and then you guys type. Yeah, I think that's how it worked. All right, you ready, guys? Again, this is for 2 magazines. Actually, we'll do this twice.
Yeah.
The first winner will have a choice between the 2, and then the second winner will go for the second one. Okay, and again, so you're not going to see on the screen like the thing spinning around because we're not using that one, but Nightbot will say who the winner is. Okay.
Yep, it'll come up and tell you.
Yeah. All right, so the number 1 through 100, go. I see the number. Type 1 through 100. Type now. Type 1 through 100. I see the number.
This might take an hour.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I see it. I see what the number is. 1 through 100. Keep going.
Oh, and to bring that in about the movie and Van Halen, Johnny, you sent
somebody
me
got
a
it. Somebody got it.
Uh-oh.
Wait, did they?
I don't know. But you sent me a picture. You sent me a picture about the screenplay of that movie. It had something to do with David Lee Roth. So it comes into Van Halen there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, did Nightbot say somebody won?
Not yet.
How come they're showing me? Keep typing. For me, it changed. But it didn't say anybody won. It told me what the winning number was, though. I saw it. Why is this? Man, are we going to have... Are we going to have to use something else now?
Just when you thought it worked.
Let me scroll up. Because all of a sudden the screen changed, and it's showing me a user. It's showing me a user. But okay, maybe this was a slightly different one where. Okay, I see a user, so I'm assuming they're the winner. But can we scroll up and see the number?
I'm going to buy you the bingo rolling ball set and send it to you.
Yeah, I might need to have that back here.
Just a little one.
Okay, if we can look through the chat. But see, the chat's really going, so I don't.
Yeah,
it'll be impossible
flying
to find what it was. Okay. The winning number, according to this, well, it's showing me a user. Like, it's showing me somebody, so I'm assuming that's the winner. Okay, the winner is Revolution Is My Name. Revolution Is My Name is the winner.
For the first one.
For the first one. And the winning number... See, that's the thing. The winning number was 83. Like, I saw it. And then all of a sudden, it went from that to it shows them.
Okay, well, it picked the number, then showed you who picked it or who typed it.
I guess, yeah.
But before it came up and showed Nightbot, said, so-and-so is the winner.
Yeah. Does it say in here? Did Nightbot say that?
I don't see it.
Because, see, now all it's doing me... See, now he's saying his wasn't 83. See, well, apparently... See, what it's telling me, Revolution Is My Name. What it's telling me, I see it. It says you picked the number 4, and then you picked the number 99.
83 is Mark H. in North Carolina. Scrolling back up, though. I don't know who. 88.
But okay. I don't know. Okay. Wait, Mark H. He had put that in.
That's what I say. That's the first one crap. Commercial. Come on. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
That's what it said. Okay, so we'll do it that way. All right. Revolution. Which magazine? Okay, we'll say Revolution is the winner and Mark H is the winner. But how do we pick which is which?
Well, it picked the number first, right? So Mark H would be.
It picked the number, but it doesn't say that he picked the number, but it's showing me his name. That's what's weird. And so I stopped using the other giveaway thing because I didn't trust it. Now I'm not trusting this one either.
And we're to the bingo rolling machine.
So I'm going to need like a big thing spinning back here with like numbers and oh my gosh.
Yeah. Mark from North Carolina. Mark H, North Carolina is the first 83 I see.
Okay. 83 was the winning number. I saw it.
So that was first. So he gets to pick which magazine, then give.
Okay. Mark H, which magazine do you want?
Then Revolution gets the other one.
Mark H, do you want Guitar World 2012 or Guitar World, what was it? 2007. Mark H. In
Plastic Slave one.
Okay. All right. Mark H. That's yours. And then Revolution. This is yours. There you go. We somehow did that. But see, last time what it did was it told us in the chat.
Yeah.
What it said, so-and-so won. And it showed it. For some reason, this time it was slightly different.
Check. Is it working?
There you go. You're back on that one now. Yeah.
Okay. It switched automatically for some reason.
Yeah. All right. So Mark H., text me, 415-952-3263. Text me where to send. And then Revolution is my name. Text me, 415-952-3263. Text me where to send as well.
But yeah, you
Peggy
did
thinks
send me
the
that
old way was
picture.
better.
You did send me that picture. Had David Lee Roth on if something had something to do with that movie somehow. So that's bringing it back to Van Halen, people. But it was
supposedly he was supposed to be in it or something.
I don't remember. You said we'd
Something
talk
like
about it and we never did.
Yeah, I know.
But
I
I
know.
brought it back to Van Halen, so we're good.
There you go.
That was 85. He was still in the band then, wasn't he?
Well, no,
right.
he was by 85. He was gone.
All right. Well,
He was gone by then. Okay, giveaway winners. Mark H. INNC. Guitar World. September 2007. Revolution is my name.
Pantera.
Guitar World, April 2012. All right, I got you guys in the list now. So you have to text me though. If you don't text me, I don't send it out. Obviously.
Lewis is asking Janice to tweet you and remind you of getting the bingo thingy.
Janice, can you send me a tweet to remind me that we need to get a bingo spinner?
They have little ones. They're about the size of a softball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't get it. Let me click roll it again, see what happens.
Technology, who'd have figured?
Went through. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, we'll do a third prize just so we can figure this out. Between 1 and 100, you guys.
There you go.
Type now. Any numbers between 1 and 100.
Except for Mark H. and
Anybody, because they're between all those numbers, the chances of them getting it again is not. That's why I didn't like the other thing, because the other thing landed on me twice in one night, which made no sense. So I stopped using it. Okay, we'll give away a third. I'll give away a Jason Becker guitar pick, whoever gets this next one. Jason Becker guitar pick. Okay? This is going towards the next one. I see the number. I'm not going to say what it is. And I'll tell you what it is. Private chat. Okay, that's the number right there.
I didn't get anything.
In the private chat? Private chat on StreamYard. On StreamYard, anyway. On StreamYard.
Yeah. I don't have.
Do you see it?
Oh, okay. Up on top. All right. Okay.
Yeah, where it says private chat.
Okay.
See that number?
Yep, I saw it.
That's the winning number. That's what it's telling me. So it says waiting for a winner between 1 and 100. So you guys type numbers in the chat right now between 1 and 100. We both see what the winning number is. I want to see what the screen does.
Can I type it in?
No. What happens if I type it in? Actually, if I type it in, technically I am hooked up to that, so I don't know. Although this is really good for engagement. This is actually really good for engagement. So this is the way to go. Other than using the other thing. This is the way to do it. Keep going, you guys.
I can't believe it hasn't been picked yet.
Wait, somebody just got it.
Yep.
Somebody just got it, and it's still waiting. Or, okay, I see 2 people just typed it.
Yep.
But it says it's still waiting. So I don't, why is it not picking it up? 2 people just typed it in. It's still waiting. I guess keep going. See, now I don't trust this one either.
Now it's just going to randomly pick a name, right?
I don't know. It says still waiting for a winner. Okay. Okay.
Now we
all
got
right.
3.
Is Nightbot saying who it is?
No, I don't see it.
Okay. A third person just got it, although 2 other. But see, this makes it look bad for that last one. Noel, how do you know that? Noel, how do you know that? Did Nightbot say it? Oh, Nightbot did say it.
Huh. It's not showing up. That's not showing up on my screen at all.
But wait a minute. The thing is,
I know what you're going to say.
Somebody else got it before that.
Yep. You want me to say who? He's in green.
I don't trust this giveaway thing either now. Although I do like this idea of doing that. Crap. Well, because I have to make up for this, I'm giving out 2 Jason Becker picks. Okay, so the person that actually first won was Michael B. Live. You typed it. Go back and look. Michael B. Live got the number. As far as I know, who knows?
Yeah.
And then it says Lewis got it.
Well,
which he
Michael
did.
Michael B. Then Laz hit 7.
Well, don't say Laz, because Laz is going to want one of these picks now too. All right, Laz, you get one too. I told you guys. The thing is, I tell you guys, I'm giving stuff away. Using this giveaway system, I'll be giving everything away in one night.
Yeah.
All right. I just gave away 3 Jason Becker guitar picks. All right. Lewis, text me, 415-952-3263. Who's the other guy? Michael B. Text me, 415-952-3263. You guys have to text me. And do it now, please. Don't wait. Because my text messages get filled up instantly, like all the time. So text me now where to send. And I'll send it out tomorrow. So we did 2 magazines, 2 picks. There we go. Michael B., I just got your message. See, now it says roll it again, though. So even that winning number ain't going to. See, I don't get that.
I don't know.
get it.
We're going to have to go with the bingo collar ball.
The thing is,
I mean, that's really the only way, unless you go online to a random number generator online. It has nothing to do with StreamYard or anything. Just go to Google.
I might have to do that because the engagement of everybody typing these numbers in without it being super annoying, like it was kind of happening for a while. Like this is really good.
Yep.
So I guess we can just do it this way and then just keep an eye on it. And maybe Nightbot's having a rough night right now.
Well, StreamYard's been acting out. I mean, he just kicked me off the other mic for no reason.
Yeah. So maybe I don't know. Although there where's let me see giveaways.
You know, it'd be cool. Get 100 picks and write 1 through 100, one number on each pick. Put it in the disco ball. Jesus Christ, listen to me. I'm showing my age. Put it in the bingo ball and just roll and just keep those picks in there. You never have to take them out. You never have to write on them again. Then we have someone pick a number or you pull it out and then that whatever that number is. And when you're done, throw it back in there for the next week's draw. And just picks.
But how do we know who picked that number?
Well, just have them do what they're doing here. Have them type in a number 1 through 100, and then Then you spin the ball, reach in and pull pick out whatever number on it.
But we'll have 20 people type in the same number in there.
First one gets it.
Random number. Let's try this one more time. Okay, this time this is just actually let me shut it. We're gonna try this. Oh my gosh, we're gonna do this one more time. This is just for fun. This time it's for fun. I just want to see what happens this time. I shut the browser. What's the word? I can't even say it. Jay, what's up, dude? Jay was on the show Sunday night. Good to see you, man. The chat looks different for different people.
Or since Drew Carey's from Ohio, also I'll give you the old spin the wheel. You can put that in the background and we'll put 1 through 100 on it and you just spin it.
Let me. Okay. Let me try this one more time. Roll it. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I get it. Okay, let's try this. We'll try this one more time for fun. Okay, one more time. Type numbers in the chat right now, you guys. I see the winning number. Type numbers in the chat right now. 1 through 20. And this is just for fun. Oh, it actually tells you. See, Nightbot is telling you now. Well, maybe it did before. I didn't see that. See, Nightbot. Where is it? Did we see that before?
No.
1 through 20. 1 through 20. Type now. Okay, see, maybe just Nightbot needed to be restarted. Okay, I see the winning number. As soon as I see it in the chat, I'm going to see what happens on the screen here. And this is just for fun, you guys. This is fun, isn't it? 1 through 20. Okay. It just told me somebody just got it. No, but that's not it. There's the winner. We got to figure this out. We got to figure this out. I don't think Nightbot can add. Okay. All right. Anyway, you guys, we do giveaways on the channel here.
Try to.
We got to find a better way to do them because it's for some reason there's something really weird happening. Oh, if we were smart, we wouldn't even say anything at all about this. So good night, everybody. All right. We'll talk about this off the air. All right. That was just for fun. Okay. Oh, yeah. What happens if you type all the numbers in one sentence?
Leave it to Laz to do that.
I know. All right. Anyway, we gave away 2 magazines, 2 guitar picks.
3 guitar picks. 3 picks.
Well, one of them was for Laz, but I don't have to mail it.
Laz, you don't count.
Yeah. All right. You guys. Anyway, yeah, we're figuring all this out, especially because you guys want to be here, in the future. Future giveaway prize.
88 miles an hour.
Yeah. Future giveaway prize right there. So you need to subscribe to the channel. All right. All right, you guys. Thank you. Thank you to all our channel members. Thank you for your continued support for this channel and these shows. I will see you guys probably tomorrow from somewhere. It'll be fun. Thank you again. The next time I see you, Ron, will be Friday for Talking Guitars. And yeah, I like to talk. I like talking about all that music studio stuff. We'll talk more about that.
Yeah. And thanks everybody for accepting me as Dane's replacement for 4 or 5 months.
You actually replaced 3 people.
Well,
they all left.
I'm on 3 shows. So.
Every show, Ron is actually a different person. He just looks similar. All right.
I'll just start wearing different name tags.
Ron, Rob, Don,
Jimbo, John Boy.
All right,
Helen.
you guys.
No, I don't want to be Helen.
Wow. You guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you want more, jump on over to Twitch a little later tonight. Actually, not that much later. I'll be over on Twitch doing some GTA if you guys want to hang out.
And I'll
come on back
Friday.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. And
be good.
Smash that thumbs up. And yeah, we'll figure all this out. Okay. All right. Johnny Bean TV. Bye-bye.
Sammy.
What's up, dude?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
Hi,
you want to film? You can film all you want, man.
Hey,
What do you want me to tell you in that camera? Hey, happy birthday to you, man.
Thanks. I'm Johnny Bean. I've met you a few times.
Johnny Bean?
Johnny Bean.
Oh, okay, hey, Johnny Bean. Sammy Hagar here, man. Congratulations
There you
for
go.
one or all.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Bean TV. Keep it there. Woo! See ya!